The atmosphere in the upper room grew quiet as Jesus looked directly at Simon Peter. His voice was filled with both love and sorrow. "Simon, Simon," Jesus said, "Satan has asked to test all of you, just as wheat is sifted. But I have prayed especially for you, Simon, that your faith will not fail. And when you have turned back to me, strengthen your brothers." Peter's eyes widened with determination. He could not imagine ever abandoning his master. "Lord," Peter replied confidently, "I am ready to go with you to prison and even to death." Jesus looked at Peter with compassion, knowing what would soon happen. "Peter," he answered gently, "before the rooster crows today, you'll deny 3 times that you even know me." The room fell silent. The disciples were shocked by Jesus' words. Peter could hardly believe what he had heard. Jesus then reminded them of an earlier time. "When I sent you out without money, a bag, or sandals, did you lack anything?" The disciples answered together, "Nothing." "But now," Jesus continued, "if you have a money bag, take it. If you have a traveler's bag, carry it. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one." The disciples listened carefully, wondering what Jesus meant. He explained, "The scriptures must be fulfilled. It is written, 'He was counted among the lawless.' Everything written about me is now coming to its completion." The disciples looked around and found 2 swords among them. "Lord," they said, "look, here are 2 swords." Jesus simply replied, "That is enough." The disciples still did not fully understand that Jesus was not calling them to fight with weapons. Instead, he was preparing them for difficult days ahead. Trials, persecution, and suffering were coming, but his prayers would sustain them. Peter would indeed fail for a moment, but he would not be lost forever. After repenting, he would become a strong leader who encouraged and strengthened other believers. This passage reminds us that Jesus knows our weaknesses before we do. Even when we stumble, he intercedes for us, offers forgiveness, and calls us to rise again in faith. His grace is greater than our failures, and his purpose for our lives remains steadfast when we return to him with repentant hearts.